PS Plus Extra and Premium time yet again, the mid-month update that stacks more games into your catalogue while also removing a bunch while you're not looking. I'll run you through every single game that's coming in and all those going out, and all I ask in return is for a like to support this series. I'm Adam, hello there, let's do this. Kicking off on Extra this month is Sword of the Sea, a game coming to PS Plus Extra the very same day it releases. A single-player adventure game which is all about exploring a desolate world whilst riding a hover sword, cutting through the landscape like you're Tony Hawk's on a skateboard or Shaun White on a snowboard. We play as Wraith, who is tasked with bringing life back to the sandy deserts using ocean seeds, which call the waters back to the arid lands, bringing life and lots of fish back home again. Even though Sword of the Sea looks like a super chill zen game like Giant Squid's previous games, it won't be all smooth surfing, as we must battle large creatures known as leviathans. Sword of the Sea hits PS Plus Extra on August 19th. Also arriving on the 19th is Mortal Kombat 1 on the PS5. That's the latest Mortal Kombat tournament because 1 comes after 11. The iconic fighter is as gruesome as ever, but I'll have to avoid showing most of that due to YouTube's restrictions. But no, it's brutal, from X-ray moves to fatalities. This time around, the story mode is more cinematic than ever, as Earthrealm take their place in a fight to the death after Liu Kang recreated the universe using an hourglass. The rules have slightly changed too, like cameo fighters, which allow partners to attack in tandem. As you'd expect, online matches are a huge part of MK1, and rollback netcode is here to stop us all blaming our internet connection when we lose. With a huge roster to master, this one could last you a very long time, or at least until you throw a controller at the wall in anger. Average review score 83% with a 25-hour platinum if you have the ability to back it up. Oh, a quick note, PS Plus Extra now likes to drop a game on the same day the announcement comes out, and today that is Marvel's Spider-Man remastered on the PS5, or if you're on PS4, it's the Game of the Year edition. With that, it includes all DLC in a frankly excellent Peter Parkour adventure. And if you're getting hit by deja vu right now, Marvel Spider-Man was in the catalogue before it was removed for no other reason than to bring it back again today. Oh, and definitely don't sleep on the City That Never Sleeps DLC. It's really good. The whole package is a 9 out of 10 according to reviewers, and the platinum will take about 25 hours. This month's insane game is Indika on the PS5. In this one, we play as a nun who can speak to the devil. It's set in Russia and everyone hates Indika, and that's because she is not as innocent as she seems. The evil one's influence over Indika pushes her into some really interesting monastery scenarios, involving puzzles to solve and some absolutely ridiculous imagery. For all the scary themes here, it's equally hilarious. Indika is narrative heavy, and the gameplay is definitely secondary to that, taking about 5 hours to hit the credits and maybe an extra hour to mop up for the platinum trophy. Has anyone played the Earth Defense Force games? I still haven't tried them, and now the 6th one is here in our catalogue on both the PS4 and PS5. With over 150 missions in the base game alone, we return to Earth after it's almost uninhabitable thanks to an intergalactic war. Luckily, we have a portal device and go back in time to the events of the previous games to prevent Earth from losing important zones. And then of course, time travel goes a bit wrong and we are entangled in a loop, which leads to more aliens coming to our homeworld. Earth Defense Force 6 shares a lot of similarities with Helldivers 2, and some would say it even goes further. Earth Defense Force 6 is currently at a 73 on Metacritic. Fans of tactical role-playing games and high fantasy, Unicorn Overlords is for you. Set on a warring continent, the story follows an exiled prince as he gathers allies to liberate their home. Gameplay follows Alan and his army units fighting in large-scale battles, with field movement and battles taking place in real time. The draw is to understand the backstories of friends and enemies, which then adds an extra layer of drama when you care about the people you're going to war with. Unicorn Overlords currently has a 95% score on PS5, with a story spanning 40 plus hours and a platinum that will eat at least 80 hours of your life. Will you lose yourself to the Unicorn Overlords? I just like saying Unicorn Overlords if I'm totally honest. Another RPG has a crazy long title, Atelier, Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End and Secret Key. This one is the end of a trilogy which brings 4 years of Ryza storytelling together. The story begins when a group of islands appear near our hometown. Seeing this as a threat, Ryza and her friends investigate and discover the ruins of a huge gate. And should they venture through it, they will learn about the code of the universe. That intrigue becomes the basis of everything, and combat looks fast-paced and with 11 characters to build a party around. Metacritic 85%, a platinum run takes around 30 hours. Take a look at Halibut on the PS5, a narrative adventure that is handcrafted, literally hand-sculpted stop motion. Set in the future, we play as a handyman named Harold, who unwittingly has a mystery to unravel. What starts off with basic janitorial work like scrubbing walls and cleaning toilets becomes a story about aliens, lasting around 12 hours and described as incredibly heartwarming, picking up a handful of 8 out of 10 review scores too. I think this is the one I'm going to try. What about you? And finally on Extra, Coral Island on the PS5. It's a life sim as we leave the big city behind and move to Coral Island. Here we attend crops, we nurture the wildlife and revitalise a local town, consisting of 70 people to get to know. This is a farming sim, it's a home builder and it's part exploration game, so I think it's safe to call this one a cozy game. Coral Island doesn't have enough reviews for me to say anything here, so if you have played it, please sound off in the comments, should we play Coral Island? If you've got this far into the video and you're still looking for a game to play this month, let me suggest one that's hidden in the catalogue. I'm sure you're aware of the internet crying out for a release date to Hollow Knight Silksong. So much so, I think it's time I played the original game, and maybe you should too. Hollow Knight Voidheart Edition is on Extra right now. It's a classic 2D Metroidvania in which we play as an insectoid warrior wading through a fallen kingdom trying to understand the mysteries of the past. The Voidheart Edition includes the OG story and 4 DLC packs, with more quests to undertake, abilities to harness and bosses to clash with. Not to oversell it, but Hollow Knight has a 99% recommendation rate on OpenCritic, so is now the right time to try it. So, it's the bad time in the video now when our Sony Overlords remove games from our library, and 13 games are going on August 19th, so fill your boots this week before you are locked out. First, say goodbye to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the staggeringly long RPG that has us hunting beasts across the land while playing Gwent every chance we get. See you, Geralt. Also going is Cal Kestis in the second Jedi outing, Jedi Survivor. That's going on Tuesday. Then we have not 1, not 2, but 5 Sword Art Online games. They're all leaving that long-running RPG series that follows the popular novels. They're on their way out. Sports games are going to Top Spin 2K25 and Ride 5, as well as the criminally underrated Wild Hearts, which tried its best to blend Monster Hunter with Fortnite's building mechanics. The Shinobi Strikers of Naruto to Boruto goes away, as well as the brilliant Bug Snacks, in which we capture bugs that are also supermarket foods, like a butterfly made out of pizzas and a hamburger bug. It's weird, but it's great. And one more game, Game 13, it's a VR game. Vacation Simulator is going on holiday. All those games will become unplayable on Tuesday the 19th as they become locked away, unless you buy them of course. That gives you a little less than 6 days to finish any of these. Good luck. Okie dokie, over to PS Plus Premium, which may be called Deluxe in your country, and the offerings for August 2025. And holy heck, it happened. Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals from 1998 and 1999, are here. Resident Evil 2 tells the story of Leon Kennedy's first day in the Raccoon City Police Department on the day the zombie horde took over, while Resident Evil 3 Nemesis happens in that same time period, yet has an ever-pursuing bad guy who never stops hunting down STARS team members, and yep, we are a STARS team member, none other than the legendary Jill Valentine. By the way, the Nemesis was inspired by the Terminator 2 movie and the ever-chasing threat, whereas the gimmick of Resident Evil 2 saw 2 protagonists making their own way to the end credits, and whatever one person took affected the other later on. It was a brilliant time for gaming. Both Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis will be in your catalogue on Tuesday, August 19th. So that's August on PS Plus Extra, 11 games in total. Are you happy, mad, delighted, sad? I'll be in the comments to see what you're playing this month. Thanks for your time. I'm Adam. You're awesome. See ya.